We're live. Here we go.
Oh.
That was weird. I didn't think it was gonna do the intro because I was like, wait, we're live, but they didn't do the intro, and then it booted.
That's what I thought too. I was like, oh, hi. Okay.
Yeah.
I worked too hard on that intro. I'm always going to get that in if I can. I didn't think we were going to get to go live at all. It just kept telling me no.
Hopefully it doesn't kick us once we're
Well,
live.
hopefully once we're here. So yeah, StreamYards gave us a little message about having a high traffic problem, and they're working to get resources. So we thought, well, we'll just see. Oh, group grow. We're not dead. We're just not thought we couldn't be live. But we got to be live. It just was a challenge.
Yeah, it's like, did everyone decide to go live tonight, or?
Apparently, I've never ever seen that. What's going on a Thursday evening that everybody decided they need to be live tonight?
Yeah, I could see if it was Friday or Saturday, but Thursday?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Is Ryan live? Ryan Holyo?
No, there's not even.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's some severe weather, but it's not. I don't know. But we made it. We made it. Yay.
And I wonder if it's the same for like people doing members lives, or if it's just everybody.
I think it's everybody who's using StreamYards.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on that we're not aware of?
I don't know.
I know, right? There's the drama.
That's yeah. Anyway.
But how is everybody?
How are y'all?
We're already what? Are we halfway through May?
We are. Yesterday was the 15th, so, and there's 31 days, so we are halfway through, through today.
I find out that I'm working on Memorial Day weekend, so I don't have a 3-day weekend like I thought I did.
You're very quiet, Miss Cassandra. I can.
I was saying, I found out that I have to work on a Memorial Day, and I don't have it off like I thought.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Do you get time and a half?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
That was always the silver lining for me if I had to work on a holiday.
Yeah, at least get paid a little more.
Yeah.
But still, you want the day off more than anything.
Yeah, because it's like I only get one night with the husband because I have to go to work so early on Monday. So I have to go to sleep as he's getting up.
Oh,
So I was like,
When
okay,
is Gremlin's last day of school?
June 4th.
well, I thought he
Oh,
was
that's
already
right.
off.
Yeah, I
Huh?
forgot you. He's going longer.
Yep.
When are your kids out?
It's weird. The official last day is the 23rd, but on the 22nd is when they're like they're gonna get together and they want to do it like special and whatever, but they also say the 23rd is mainly just like to say goodbye. So I'm like, is it
Oh.
even a full day? Like they're so bad at planning and telling us details. We have to be like, what are we doing here?
Read our minds.
Yeah, it's irritating. Even the field day, it's like we knew about it for months, but we didn't know the full details till like the week prior. So it's like, who's in charge of planning? You need to get better at it or something. Let someone else do it. But yeah, so almost done for the summer. I'm gonna have a 4th grader.
Oh, I know.
I don't
He was in
like it.
4th grade too. Yeah.
I'm like, that just feels so like old. Like 3rd grade still feels like on the younger side, but 4th grade, it's like,
It's like you're almost in middle school.
yeah, I don't like it.
Does your middle school start in 5th grade?
No,
Or 6th?
7th grade.
yeah, 7th and 8th, I think,
Okay.
and then obviously high school. But there's a school around here that offers like 6, 7, 8, but not all of them do that.
Okay.
It's
There's
crazy.
the only school in the town where my in-laws live. It's like literally, the town is so small that it's one school, K through high school.
We have some of those in our smaller towns.
Yeah, I was gonna say that this one elementary school that I actually used to go to switched to kindergarten to middle school, like so K to 8th, because the kids used to the middle school is over the overpass, like over the freeway, so there was a catwalk that kids had to go over, and I guess they deemed it not safe.
On the catwalk.
Yeah. I used to do it. It's like, man, I used to do that when I used to go over that catwalk all the time. Though, like ride my bike. I did some
Times a
crazy stuff as a
changing.
kid. Yeah, I was like, I did some crazy. I can't believe I did some of the stuff I did as a kid, like ride my bike by myself to my friend's house. Like, yeah, I want to do that now.
Yeah, we walked so many places by ourselves, and I'm like, I would never let my kids do that today. I don't know why. Let's just shock them alive.
Oh, Stacy graduated from a school that was K through 12.
35 people. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. So I bet there's
And
a lot
hello,
of gossip. But there's a lot of drama with those 35 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet there were. But do you have reunions? Like, I don't want to use the word normal, calling your school unnormal, but do you do class reunions with the 35 people, Stacy?
I feel like social media has taken that away in a way, because
Yeah.
it
What's
used
the
to be, if you graduate and then if you wanted to hear about people, you usually was at your reunion. But now that everybody's on social media, it's like, oh, I can just
Just a
keep in touch with
competition.
people. Yeah.
And they
Like,
keep
I
trying to have
didn't.
reunions at my school. Hey, Mousy.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, that's a good idea. See, I would have liked it better if they did it that way with our
What are
reunion,
you doing?
because I have a lot of friends in the year, well, actually both above and below. So
Mhm.
that would
Yeah.
have been cool. But no.
Just please don't get grape juice all over the place. Thank you.
But mommy likes to clean.
Sorry, that's my wine. Sorry. I promise
Oh my
I won't waste it. But
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, why are we here today?
Why are we here today? Well, before we say why we're here today, I just want to say, you hear this all the time, but we mean it when we say, um, we're not going to use any names, obviously. Well, I shouldn't say obviously, because it's not like some people do use names. We're not going to use names. We're going to talk in general terms and principles. We might get to some specifics, but even then, we're not going to use names. You're going to calm down the demon. Oh my goodness. We might need details on that. But even if you think from what we talk about that you know who we're talking about, we would ask that you don't turn around and send hate towards this person. Don't go trolling in their chats. Not even fake names. No.
He needed to go. He needed to go give Sean her grapes.
Oh, he needs to give Sean her grapes. Okay. Yeah, don't go trolling in chats. Don't send hate emails. Don't do any of that stuff. It's not worth it, guys. It's just not worth it.
Stacy.
Moon and Stars did it.
Hardly. And I know, well.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. Like Grace is saying. We know you guys. All of our chat's pretty chill and cool. So we're just saying, please, no trolling.
Yeah. It's just no trolling, no hate. You can. And the other thing too, I wanted to say is we never want to tell anybody who they can and can't like and who they can and can't watch. You can go and, this person, we're not telling you can't like us and not like them. You can like both people at the same time. Okay. We're not even going to tell you the full story of what has happened to us in regards to the people that we talk about. We're just going to talk about some things. And it's always been our policy since we started this channel that we were going to be no drama. We just wanted it to be a fun zone. So it's really odd that we decided to do this. I saw one thing that went too far for me, way too far.
Yeah.
And I was going to say what that was, but I decided, you know what, this whole time I decided I don't need to defend myself. I know who I am and I know what I do. So I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I was.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I was feeling. It's like, I know everyone pretty much can see because I'm who I am online, and that's just how I am in person too. Like I don't act fake. I say like how I feel, and I don't feel I need to defend myself, and I'm not gonna say what, because I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because that really got me too. Because like we said, we know who we are.
Well, yeah, it was both of us were named in this thing. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you don't ever have to apologize for farting, not here, fish nerd.
I sent a nice one to Grace the other day.
Yeah.
I was like yesterday with the cat.
Yeah.
Just blame it on your dog. It's all good.
Or cat.
Or your cat, or your whatever, anything else living in your house.
Child, yeah. Or if you have a child like Carly's, your mom.
Yeah. That's what we're all here for.
Yeah.
Blame
each other.
Stinky butt or stink butt?
Stinky. Stinky butt.
Yeah.
What did you do to piss her off?
She was just being herself. She thought she was being funny because it's normally her nickname that we call her. And when she's being sassy, when she's in a mood, she says, "No, you guys are." So green. I thought this was a green frog at first. I cannot read tonight. But
Yeah.
when you said demon, I thought you said lemon, and now I'm thinking frog. I don't know where my head is at, but
I thought it said green frog too. So
Well, because you see the green and you think frog.
yeah.
exactly. So it's not just me.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
So since we got that out of the way, as far as be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like you gotta troll the right. You gotta troll the right way.
Well, you
What
do.
Stacey said.
You do, because if not,
Yeah.
you'll be an instant block. So there you go.
Well, and that's the thing is too. We wanted to touch on is the difference between trolling and bullying, because
Yes.
when
Also,
It's not the same.
throw in there the difference between bullying and holding people accountable.
yes, that too, because it's like if I say, or if you guys, want to confront me with something that has been, if I did something wrong or whatever, and you ask me, like you stay on task and bring that particular situation up, that's not bullying me. That's wanting answers for something I did or wanting to discuss something that's going on. If you're, name calling me or, then that's different. But it's not bullying somebody to say, I'm going to hold you accountable for this, or I want answers for something you did.
Right.
So it's just shocking that we have to, it's grown adults that don't know the difference, or they do know the difference, but it's more of deflecting.
They just use it to kind of be more of a victim.
Yeah.
And try to, but it's like there is like even everyone's agreeing like there is a difference between trolling and bullying.
Well, and when I troll, I do it as in a lighthearted way most of the time. There was one time I admit it that I did troll someone who I was having beef with. I admit to it, but they deserved it. They deserved it.
They deserve it. That's the thing is I will admit like shoot I'd be
but it wasn't mean. I never did it mean.
Yeah.
Or like the way Carly and I were trolling someone, they didn't even notice. They're too busy with themselves. They talking about themselves.
Yeah.
And it didn't even work.
Yeah. And we were just pretty much talking to each other in chat. And it wasn't like we weren't attacking them or anything. But they didn't care because they were too busy talking about themselves.
Yeah, Stacey does good trolling video. If you're not subscribed to Stacey's Moon and Stars channel, you really need to do that because she makes trolling videos.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Which we need more. We need more videos on your channel. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like we need to have a conversation when you're gonna make some more videos.
Yeah.
Maybe when are you gonna go live? We need to.
Yeah. In the absence of Julie, at least give us some of your videos. Because without you and Julie live, it's like a barren desert.
It is. It's like quiet and it's not as funny. Like we need the laughter.
Okay. Yeah. But there's definitely a difference. And especially if you're going to sit there and keep giving it attention, of course, it's just a back and forth at that point. Like, there's no bullying. You guys are just going at it back and forth.
Just arguing.
Yeah. It's like, they're going to respond. You're going to respond. And it's just going to be never ending. So, just if you don't want to be bullied in quotations, as I put in quotations, then why don't you stop talking about it?
And that's the thing is, if you're constantly claiming to be a victim of bullying, it's like, okay, what is going on that you constantly need to be talking about it? So it sounds like you've inserted yourself in the back and forth and probably doing the same stuff back. So it's at that point, it's like, okay, if you haven't exhausted all options as far as like blocking or saying leave me alone, then that's a whole nother ballgame. But if it's bantering back and forth, you can't say you're being bullied.
Yeah. Another thing is, there's always usually a common denominator.
Yep.
When if there's someone having issues and then someone else has issues with that same person,
Yep.
common denominator as
Mhm.
far as, and also before like making, like if someone tells you about, like, because I don't sit there and I don't believe everything I hear on the
Yeah.
internet.
And that's another, you brought up two issues right there. One, I'm going to play the devil's advocate for. When there's a lot of people who have issues with you, I can see how that can feel like bullying because it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But that should make you pause and take
And
a
look
look
at yourself.
Yeah. But that does lead into your second issue of whatever you just said. I'll let you go on.
I was just saying how I was trying to find out how to word it. Like as far as, like, so if someone came to me about you or Carly before we started talking and before we created the channel, I wouldn't just go and believe whatever they told me about you guys. Like, I feel I know you guys, and I was just like, oh, whatever. I just like brush it away. I say just do your own research if someone's coming to you about someone that you know before just taking their word for it. Do your own research,
Yeah.
and then you can then figure out for yourself, like, is this person, or is it even really worth even bothering? Like, because it's like we're all here online to have fun. Like, at least I am. We're all here to have fun. Like, it's just the whole like drama and stuff, and then like, when creators go after each other, it's like, I've always said, like, that's not, like, I don't care. Like, it's between you and that person. I don't want to be involved in it. That's always how I've been.
Yeah.
And that's how you
And
guys
she's
can be
serious
too.
about that. She's serious
Yeah.
about that.
Like, that's how you guys can always be. It's like, if people are coming at you talking mess about someone you know in like DMs, like, you don't have to believe it, or you could just either ignore it or just tell them to stop, or then you can do your own research and then figure out, okay, what they're saying is actually true.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
even, oh, go ahead.
Oh, you go. I was trying to even think about it, what I was all going to say.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say, speaking to what Mrs. Cassandra just said, even if it's somebody like, I'm going to use Mousy as an example. Like we like Mousy a lot. I'll use myself. I won't use a we. I like Mousy a lot. I go to her streams almost all the time, unless I fall asleep. So if Mousy says something about somebody, and if you find yourself in a position where you really like a streamer, trust them, with the content that they put out, it's easy to take what they say at face value. Like, I'm going to take what Mousy says about Fish, her and Fish Nerd, at face value because they're the content experts at that. I don't know anything about fish except that they have gills and they swim around. But everything else, I'm going to rely on them because that's their expertise. Hey, Britt.
I'm thinking you're talking about Fish Nerd first.
I was talking about both of them, that they're the experts, right? But
no,
if
I mean, I
Mousy,
thought you were saying like when you're, because I got confused for a second, because I thought you were saying like when she says something about Fish Nerd, but then I thought you meant, okay,
right,
actually the fish
well,
content,
okay,
like fish. Sorry.
well, so we use Fish Nerd as the example. So let's say she had a falling out with Fish Nerd, and she says something about him on her stream, or even in a DM to me. When you put so much, you build a relationship these parasocial relationships with people,
Yeah.
to go like Mousie's in your, you don't think all this through like rationally in your mind. This is not what you're saying to yourself, but kind of in the background, you're like, well, Mousie's never let me down. She's always been honest about everything else as far as I know. And why would she lie to me about this? So I'm just going to go ahead and believe her. So fish nerd now bad fish nerd. Whatever it was she told me about fish nerd, it must be true, because why not? And we do that, don't we? If we hear it from person considered,
Someone you know, or someone
some
you
you quote unquote
trust.
know,
Yeah.
when the truth is we really don't know. But we do it. We all do it. But the fact of the matter is, what we should be doing is, like Cass just said, do your own research. Because Mousy could have just been so pissed off she made all that shit up. Sorry,
Mhm.
Mousy, you're a good sport. You're a good sport.
Yeah,
Mousy
thank
didn't
you
make
for
anything
being
up about
the
fish nerd, and
example.
they're best buds still.
Then throw it away.
So
Sorry,
yeah.
gremlin. Yeah, so along that lines, or you can always just say, well, that's between you and fish nerd. I don't want any part of it. If you don't want to be a part of it, that's all you got. You can do that too. And maybe if you say you don't want to be a part of it and you don't want to jump on a hate train, that's when you'll be attacked. Just
I was
saying.
gonna say that's when
Yeah.
people decide to stay neutral. It's like
No
damned
worries
if you
for
do,
sure.
damned if you don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I'd rather stay neutral and wait till facts come out, because there's been so many times where I've seen a screenshot without all the context, and it's like, well, how can I make up my mind if I don't know what this is about or who it's about? And then turns out it's, the missing context actually formed my opinion. But I feel like there's a quick rush to judgment in a lot of scenarios, and it's easy to see, hear a piece of information and run with it or believe it, but it's like I'd rather personally wait until or I hear both sides or everything's out before I have to apologize because I made an ass of myself and said things I shouldn't have.
I have to just say real quick, because I noticed what Sean was saying, how she was saying she would never go against any of us because she considered us family. That's really sweet.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
Rocket Couch. Oh, Rocket Couch. They're making Star Wars Oreos.
I
Just let
saw
you know.
that today. I was like, so is it just because they're red and blue, or what makes them Star Wars?
Yeah. Sorry, had to go off topic for a second. I just saw it. So.
While we're on that topic, I almost, like, if it wasn't the middle of the night, I was gonna like try and Discord call Juju for help, because I was out of the blue, and it probably wasn't out of the blue. It was probably from Claire's stream, craving Oreos, which I don't like Oreos, but I was craving Oreos, and I was gonna be like, help me, Juju, talk me out of it, And it was the middle of the night, so I decided better.
Yeah, the only ones I would is the mint ones and the dark chocolate ones.
I don't like mint.
Well, mint doesn't like you, okay?
Yeah, I like some mint, but not the mint Oreos. No.
The peppermint bark ones were better than the mint, and they don't make those anymore, so I'm still bitter.
What they don't make no more?
Peppermint bark.
Oh,
Oreos.
The peppermint bark. I thought for some reason I thought I heard dark chocolate for a second, and I was about to wail on stream. You guys would have had to cut this off. Just kidding. But yeah.
Well, I can't remember last time they came out with a new flavor that I tried and liked, so they've been disappointing.
What are you doing? Yeah, that's because you got grape juice all over them.
Sorry.
Good job, April.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, good job.
April, they
That's a
make
lot of work.
sugar-free cookies. I can't have those because you don't want to know why. It's bad, bad, bad.
They
But
make sugar-free, like, everything now, it seems like,
yeah,
whereas they didn't before. I'm like, where did this come out of nowhere, or was I just not paying attention?
yeah, there's certain sweeteners that are used that are most of the sweet things. They use that in like the sugar-free chocolates and the sugar-free cookies. So
Oh,
yeah. But you can try those, April, or if you want, just have you can't have aspartame.
Yeah,
Oh,
it sucks because there's some certain, like, because I like plain water, but once in a while I want flavor, and a lot of the flavor packets have aspartame in them. Same with
so
diet soda.
Brit and Mousy, what you're talking about are due to sugar alcohols. That's what causes that. So anything you see when you go and it ends in an OL, that's what causes it. And
oh,
yep,
that's good to know.
yeah, like mostly it's sorbitol or xylitol, and it hits me for like the entire 24 hours after I've ingested it. And
Mm.
it's bad news bears, and that's all I'll say.
They do have laxatives that are chocolate, though.
Well,
Yeah. Don't ever
Yeah,
get those
that
mixed up.
I feel like those would taste terrible and make me never want to eat chocolate again. Because I hate when they, like, you think of a certain flavor and you're like, you can't go wrong with that, and then it ends up being
High Key's your
awful.
grocery store name. Is that the grocery store name? Because
No,
I've
I think
never seen
high
those.
key, like, no, I think she's just saying
Oh,
that.
like instead of low key. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not hip with the kids' lingo.
Don't worry, I'm not either.
Well, you knew
I
that.
feel well because I think we're the same age or close to the same age.
That is the brand name. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll look
so
for
not
that.
wrong.
Or
Oh, it
probably because
is.
they keep that with
See,
I might put that
I
on the
was wrong.
specialty aisle.
See, I'm over here thinking Stacy's over here saying some hit stuff. I'm over here. She's over talking about the brand.
Oh, off Amazon. Okay.
You can get a lot off Amazon. The thing is, I
One
have to
animal
say with
cookies off
Amazon,
Amazon.
what I have to say about Amazon is they are making people spoiled because
Yeah.
of how fast they do the shipping.
Yep.
Because I'm getting called because we're not doing shipping as fast as Amazon. It's like we don't have our own drivers like that. We use other carriers.
Yeah.
We don't
If
have
people,
hubs in every city.
I think people became very entitled after COVID, and you had to have everything delivered. And
Yeah.
now
Yep.
it's like they
You have to
still
go
want it the
back.
same.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like it's not. We're not where we were at 4 years ago.
Oh my God, it's really been 4 years.
Food for jobs. That's the
Interesting.
hub? Huh.
I know they're building one of those.
Oh, good for jobs. Okay. I'm like, I don't that hub.
Oh, that's for the.
Because we
I
have
gotta
lots of
remember.
hubs here.
I
Yeah,
know
it
we
is.
have one not too far from like the Sacramento airport.
Yeah, we have a bunch of them here, and you're right. Shipping most stuff can come within a day or two
Yeah, like
because we have so many hubs.
my husband will order something for me like at night while he's working, and then like as I'm getting up in the morning, he goes, "Oh, it's already out for delivery. Oh, it's delivered." So I'm like about to go start work, having to go open up the door and grab my package.
Hmm. Well, did we have any other thoughts on our topic?
I know we're scrolling over here all over the
Well,
place.
I mean, it's a chill and chat.
Yeah, yeah, mainly just do your own research, and not everything is bullying. Trolling is not bullying. Maybe look at yourself and figure out why all these people are trolling you.
Yeah.
That's all I
Get
have
off
to
the
say.
victim train.
And if you're gonna apologize, or if you're gonna
Oh my
Oh,
God.
the
be,
proper way to apologize.
Yes, the
This
proper
is
way to
something we all need
apologize.
to keep in mind.
I have a tornado in here, like running around. 1 second. And my gremlin's running. Dude,
Yeah. Oh.
stop running. You already know what
I
happened
told
to me.
you. I told you we should have done something, and now look, we're gonna get busted. But the proper way to apologize, if you're gonna say I'm sorry, and anything else is gonna come after that, check yourself. Check
yeah.
yourself. Because if I'm sorry, but I'm sorry if you
Mm-hmm.
almost anything that comes after that, I'm sorry, is gonna try and qualify the I'm sorry, then the apology is just
Icky,
told you. I told you.
Mm.
We should have talked to her first. I told you.
Oh, she was saying something to us.
She what?
Oh, just in Discord.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Check
Yeah,
your
like
apology.
it's
Learn
like
how to
then
apologize better.
yeah, and don't say you're going to, and then decide, well,
Not to.
you're not owed it, so move
Yeah.
on with your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's only certain people that deserve an apology.
Yeah.
No, just do an apology. Stop beating around the bush. You know
Yeah.
you have to apologize to a
Yeah.
whole community, pretty much. Just saying.
Yeah.
And an apology doesn't mean like you're going to be best friends with that person. It's just you effed up,
Yeah,
just
own
own
it.
it, and then walk away. You don't have to, it doesn't need to be anything more than that.
Take accountability for your assery. I don't even know where that even came from. Seriously, take accountability for being an a-hole.
Yeah.
Because you know you were.
Yeah. And that also goes back to get off the victim train. Just you have to own up to what you the big stuff, the little stuff, own up to what you do. You know, you're not always a victim. It gets
No.
old. Enough
Mm-hmm.
people see it. Just sometimes, you know, life's going to move on a little bit better for you. You own up to your shit.
And even if it's used as content, even that's going to get stale. So,
Yep.
like, people only want to hear about bullying so much.
Yeah.
But that might just be my opinion.
Yeah. San Andreas is your fault. Oh my goodness.
Pretty much, Britt. Oh, is that why we're having a big earthquake over here, Fish Nerdy, over there crop dusting?
I mean, some farts can do some damage.
Can knock a person out.
There was a guy in my office who the printer used to be behind my cubicle, and he used to come to the printer and fart while he was picking up his papers. And I'm like, dude, there is somebody sitting right across from this printer, and it's me. Stop it. My friend and I, like, we finally peered over the cubicle wall to see who it was.
Oh my goodness. You gonna sit and fall too? Calm down. I said you're gonna sit and fall too? 1 second. I gotta mute for a second. Grandma's gonna be having a bruised tailbone like me if he doesn't stop playing around.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He just keeps he keeps running and he keeps. It looked like he slipped and fell, but it caught himself. I tried doing that, but my butt caught myself.
You're gonna be hurting tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
you
haven't
ruined the
already go.
vacation. Oh my goodness. I know Dad was surprised.
Like, how bad was it? Dang.
Yeah, see what farts can do? Farts can ruin families. Even
But
though
they're
they're
also funny
hilarious.
too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
It's like you could just be in the worst mood and someone just rips one. It's like you can't help but laugh at it.
Oh no. You're watching the Young Sheldon, April. I know, I'd be like some of these shows have me in tears. Like, oh, like I get all crying.
You
Like
got
that's why I gotta watch Bridgerton. I can't. I gotta watch it tomorrow. I can't watch it yet. I gotta watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna go through all 4 of them episodes.
only
I
4?
thought about
Yeah, there's only 4.
rewatching This Is Us, but I don't want to cry again.
Yeah, that one got me too. Like I used to watch it with my mom, and I was just we were both just bawling.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm rereading Kyle's.
That's what happens when you get old, right? You just bend over and it just comes.
That's what happens when you're right behind somebody and you got your butt in their your face in their butt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
My husband ripped one in Walmart and my daughter ratted him out to everybody. It's like, geez, you don't have to say anything.
I know, always grateful. I know. I need to watch it, but
Wait, I'll watch it all day tomorrow so I can talk
I
to you.
can't watch it till I cannot watch it until tomorrow night because that's my alone time because I have to go to work so early today or tomorrow. So I have to go to bed early, and I can't watch that kind of stuff with Gremlin like right here. No way.
Stacey, I love Tracker. Love that
I
show.
haven't even heard of Tracker.
It's if you like those kind of shows, then you'll love it. But this guy, without spoiling really anything, basically it's his job that he has 2 other women that they'll find missing person cases, and they hire him, and whatever reward money they're offering, they will pay they're looking for. But
Oh,
there's
we
what?
lost your picture. You cut out and then your picture disappeared.
You left
What the heck? I didn't even leave the page.
Mrs. Cassandra, you left the chat or the
Oh, that was
whatever.
me. Oh,
Yeah, you left the
that was
panel
weird.
exactly the same time she lost her picture.
That's so really weird.
And
Yeah,
it happened
Shemai, I'm
exactly the
still in
same time
pain.
as I hit enter for my response to Christola.
That well, StreamYards is acting up tonight.
StreamYard, at least it's letting us still stream. So
I think I wonder if it's telling us like, hey, you got 12
you've had
minutes.
enough time to let somebody else stream. No, we fought to get here. We're staying.
Yeah,
Like,
I do.
this
I've
is
read
our
all the
time.
books too.
There's such thing as a tick season? What?
Oh.
I've never
I still
heard
never
that.
found that spider that dropped from my monitor.
Kyle, did you have any problem when you were on StreamYards earlier?
You will just blame him. He says this fault. Thank you for taking accountability, Rocket Couch.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I can't go look. That's all I can say.
We stuck? Are we stuck live now?
No.
What's going on? I'm confused.
Discord.
Oh,
I'm afraid to look or it'll kick me. Is my avatar's gone?
oh,
Yeah, your avatar's been gone since Cass was kicked.
Well, that's lame because I can still see mine.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Weird. Anywho.
cute.
Well, did you guys have anything to add in the chat?
Yeah, what do
Regarding
you
what-
got? I know you guys have been talking in the talking along with us, but what do you have to what do you think about all of this? And we don't mean just about the situation that we're talking about.
Just all of it.
Yeah. Want names.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
you
be
don't
hard
have-
to figure out.
Did someone say they want names?
Yes.
I don't even feel like it's multiple. George.
George of the Jungle.
That's where my mind went to. Like George of the Jungle or Curious George.
Davy. Davy.
It's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. That's who it is.
Mousy says, I'm going to put this up here for the Explorer. I agree people need to not jump on bandwagons and get the whole story. For sure. And as far as that goes too, the whole story, how do we say this? People can look at you and give you a whole story and be lying to your face. Just also know that. Lying straight to your face and keep up a lie for a long time, a real long time.
Oh, real long time.
Yeah. So don't just get the whole story from one person.
And it's okay to even say, sorry, I want to stay out of it.
Yeah.
And if your friend doesn't like that, then that's another
Maybe they're
story.
not really your friend.
Yeah.
If someone is making you choose who you should and should not talk to, maybe they're not the ones you should be talking to. Just saying.
Yeah. I always say if somebody's going to make me choose, I choose the one who doesn't make me choose.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
say too. Like,
Yeah, that's a red flag too. What Britt said is if they're telling you like don't talk to this person, like, trying to, when it feels like they're purposely trying to keep you away, that's when I'm like, I'm their friend, right? Like, the hell. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're exactly what we were saying, April. Like, we would never tell you guys you can't go anywhere. You guys are open to go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
We don't control you two. We
Yeah.
don't control you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happens a lot where it's, did you see so-and-so in so-and-so's chat? And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why can't, it's like,
I'm going to go
we're
wherever I
not,
want to go. Yeah.
yeah. It's like, don't take it so seriously. Like, maybe
Yeah.
they're just, I don't know, but it's like, who cares? Stop it.
Yeah. And all of this, like most of I'm not saying some of these beefs aren't serious because some of them are. What some people do is really nasty.
Yeah.
Like
Go in real life is
Go in real
never
life is
okay.
nasty. But a lot of these YouTube beefs are they're just not that
So
serious, you
yeah,
know?
exactly.
They're just not. So
If you see exactly, like exactly. If you see somebody there, you were there too. So stop talking.
yeah,
Yeah,
here
mob
I'm gonna
mentality.
put that up. That's
Hmm.
yeah.
That's what it
That's
is. It's like the whole
the whole mob who
um
doesn't want to do their own independent research.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where you see people talking bad about you and you go, "Who are you? I've never even heard of you. Who like what?" Yeah, been there, done that.
like
Have the
I
t-shirt.
will just say one name as far as the whole mob mentality. Kind of an example was how back when she had a YouTube channel before she got banned. So you all know who I'm talking about. Yes, Charlotte on the web.
Oh, like who are you talking about?
So like back when she was getting big and stuff, and if anyone went at her, it was a whole mob mentality. Like everybody went
Yeah.
after you. If you like, oh how really everybody went after you for even saying anything about her, or even if you didn't even do anything, it really you would still go after they will still go after you. That's just like an example as far as like the mob mentality. Everybody's just going after you just because sweet, sweet Charlotte is being attacked. Yeah, that's the only name I'm gonna say just because it's Charlotte. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Mousy. Like going, it's just like why even bother? Like I don't understand why people go real life. Like is that YouTube beat that serious where you need to go real life?
Well, then there's the argument of they went real life on me, so I'm gonna go real life on them. Like, well,
Yeah, it's like
that's just gonna keep it going at that point.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
there's
that's
there are some
that
really
line,
nasty people that don't need to be having your YouTube channel.
yeah, well, I think a lot of people don't need YouTube channels.
Yeah. I mean, talking about like the ones that go like real life and are always harassing. Seems like mainly women.
Yeah. And most things that, people, they start out as little things like, somebody calling you a name or calling you a hoe or calling you whatever. It's like, again, we're not telling you what to do, how to live your life, but do you really need to defend yourself against that? It's a stupid schoolyard little
it's like,
tiff that if you know who you are,
I'm not a hoe.
yeah, how you know, hoe? If you know yourself and the people around you know who you are, like, really? Do you
Yeah.
really need to, make that into this big old beef?
Yeah, it's like consider the source.
Yeah. This last thing that we saw, Cass and I really, really, really were like, okay, that's it. This one's bad. We're going to defend ourselves. And even after, and we didn't even talk about it. And both of
Yeah.
us came to the conclusion after a few days that, like, no, even that one, we know who we are. People around us know who we are. Screw it. I'm not even going to talk about that one.
That's why we kind of just wanted to bring it up, like in general, because it has been like a hot topic lately as far as that bullying has been going around. Like that word is like it's been going around. Trolling has been like it's been all talked about. Can you throw that in the trash and stop throwing it all over the place?
And that, what you just said to your son, exactly applies to misusing the word bullying, because when you use it all the time, it really takes the power out of not the power, but it takes the meaning out of the word bullying for what it
Yeah,
is. And April, are you
because
still here? Is April still in here?
I think she was.
I think so.
I'm just wondering if she lives in Greenfield. I think she lives in Greenfield. There was a little boy. Well, maybe I shouldn't say little boy because little boys of this age would probably smack me for saying a little boy. April, you live in Greenfield, correct? Is that right? I don't mean to dox you, but I know I thought you lived somewhere around there. Anderson, okay. There's a little boy from Greenfield, Indiana, who was 9 or 10, and just in the last few days, unalived himself because he was bullied so unrelentlessly at school. Apparently over his teeth and his one other, the two main things. The parents said that they talked to the school over 20 times about it. But this little kid, that's bullying.
Yeah.
That's bullying. Now, there is also online bullying. There is that. But, people saying things to you on Twitter about things that you've done
is not.
Or, that's not. It's not. It's just
that,
Isn't it supposed to be called X now?
I'm not calling it X.
yeah.
I'm calling it Twitter.
That's just so weird, though.
I don't care.
You see what they said on X? Like, don't.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of another point too, is stop weaponizing that if you don't stop, that's what's going to happen to somebody.
Yeah.
Like if you don't stop confronting me about something I did or just whatever, you're going to cause someone to do that. It's like, don't weaponize that shit.
No, don't.
Do you see this? I told you we needed to talk about that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And probably because they don't go to Sephora either.
Yeah. There's freaking Stanley Cups. They need to be, like, people are just, it's wild.
Well, even like grown women get attacked for not having one. It's like, oh, you got a Miyoki or freaking Walmart brand. It's like, what? Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's a cup, people.
Literally a cup. They all do the same thing.
Yeah. It's a cup. You drink, like, why is it so important that it has to be this certain thing? Yeah. I mean,
Well, there was a dad, I guess his story has gone viral. There's really not a lot of context other than his word, so you take it with a grain of salt, but he did a TikTok saying, sorry to the little girl whose dad's ass I had to beat with my brothers because you wouldn't stop bullying my daughter. And according to him, the bullying, he tried to handle it on his own, told the school, and it led to that. But then it's like, well, as a parent, I understand defending your kid at all costs, but then it's also like, well, is what you did right too?
No.
Continuing that, type of behavior. So it's such a tricky situation because it's like when the lines get blurred, that's when it just won't stop.
Yeah, it won't stop.
And it's like it's getting almost scary to the point where the kids that actually are getting bullied and nothing's being done about it, it's like, well, then what do you expect people to do? So it's just one big ass mess. And that's why I hate when people weaponize words like that. Like, I'm being bullied. And it's like, no, you're not. Stop it.
The mess of bullying, I'm sorry, but it starts at home. where parenting isn't happening.
Yep.
Or where parenting is happening in terms of acquiring Stanley Cups and Sephora trips for hundreds of dollars, or you know, it's just we need to have a little bit more going on in the like. I'm not going to say that how our generation grew up was the best way, but we sure knew when our place in terms of, how and when we got things, and there were winners and losers, and there weren't crying rooms and safe places, all that
Yeah.
kind of thing. I mean, and if what happens in classrooms today sure as heck didn't happen in classrooms back when I was going to school. And
No.
parents were held as accountable for what happened in the classroom as students were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel like social media is a big role in it too.
yeah,
Well,
'Cause
honestly, it's
bullying
a
used to
big reason
be
why.
schoolyard type stuff, and now when it's online, it's like
You're not
whether
getting
bully,
away from it.
yeah, and whereas bullying can be one-on-one, like between a bully and their target, on social media, you can have thousands of people attacking you, and they're behind a screen, so
Yeah.
it's and then if they're blocked, or it's like, oh, they'll just make another. It's you have to
Yeah.
unplug everything just to get away from it.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, sometimes unplugging is the best thing to do. And people don't know when, unplugging is the right thing to do, but people don't want to unplug.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Because it's like because I get, not wanting to feel like you're giving in to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what's more important, your peace or is pride the right word, or wanting to be right? I don't know the right word in that, but
Yeah. I mean, even without bullying, we should all unplug for a period of time.
it feels amazing to do it just because
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
for no reason at all, just to give
not
your head
on.
and eyes a break. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really on YouTube, like in YouTube chats as much as I used to be. Well, no one's really going live anyway.
Yeah. Julie, come back.
do we need to like tag her?
Yeah. Yeah, it is absolutely necessary for your mental health.
Yep. Because the bad stuff it's
Oh,
everywhere.
That's so sad, Sean.
Where did it go? Okay, I want to say this one too. Stacy says the kind of people that weaponize bullying will also sit with people that are saying the most vile stuff or saying it themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once you take a look at who you hanging with.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, not telling people who they can't you or be friends with or whatever, but watch the group that you're around, the groups, I should say, that you're around, because we become what we are exposing to over time, or become like. I shouldn't say we become like, and we tend to emulate those behaviors. So, if you expose yourself to that for a long period of time, then you become numb to it, and you tend to, at least when you're with them, you tend to do those things as well. And
people become what they claim to hate.
yeah.
That goes to, or that reminds me of one of what my great grandfather used to always say. Like, he was like, take a look at your friends around you. If you don't want to be like them or be them, then they shouldn't be your friends. Like, if you don't want to be and you shouldn't be friends with them. Like, depending on like what they do, because like eventually, like they said, eventually you become like your friends and start doing what they do. Like it's just kind of happens.
Yeah, it reminds me of Mean Girls, when you could tell some of the girls like knew it was mean, but did it anyway just to have friends. Then in the end, it's like better off without you.
Yeah.
Yep. Oops, sorry, I kicked my cat. I always do that.
Oh,
Sorry. He sits right at my feet and then I kick him.
Mom, what the hell?
I know.
Yeah.
He's
But
like,
that's
why
kind
you
of
do that?
like that's kind of another big reason why I homeschool is because of the whole like because there's so much bullying going on that sometimes the teachers actually don't know about it or the parents because the kids won't tell you.
Yeah.
And plus there was a lot of the school shootings too. I don't know. I just rather homeschool. That's just in my opinion. And I know it would be considered like sheltering or whatnot, but I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just rather know how he's being treated until he's old
Yeah,
enough to actually tell me and understand
yeah,
how he's being treated.
yeah. Because it's like on one hand, you want them to have that normal experience, but school doesn't feel normal anymore.
Yeah.
Like, or at least how it used to be. It's like, who can you trust? Because there are amazing teachers and parents and things like that out there, but you also have situations where the schools consider it as, you know, kids being kids, boys being boys, girls being girls, not a big deal, or, you know, you're being sensitive and then stuff happens. So in situations like that, it's like, okay, now what? You're forcing people's hands to take matters into their own hands. And then they act surprised when bad stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anywho,
Yeah. Anyway.
Hmm.
we're at a little over an hour. Do we think we made our point, or does anyone else have anything to add?
I think we've made our point.
Me
I
too.
hope it made I hope we made sense making our point.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any points they feel like they want to make?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
Because we're
Yeah.
gonna go back to the fun, but we felt like this needed to
Yeah.
be brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yep.
when it started, it was going to be one thing, and we kind of shifted it to another. So
Yeah, that's how it goes. I was trying to keep it on topic, but there's just so much like to cover in that certain topic as far as like with the whole holding yourself accountable. Bullying and trolling is different. People calling you out is not trolling. But yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good, Stacey. Oh, and like, so we got you and Nikki talking about watching Bridgerton. So I'm not, and I can't watch it till tomorrow night. So I'm like, I'm bummed on that.
I'm sorry, you're bummed on what?
Because I can't watch Bridgerton until
Oh.
tomorrow night.
Well,
And as a daughter, we tend to do that sometimes.
Yeah, we do tend to do that.
Yeah.
And how do you handle that if it comes to they're coming to you about, having some difficulty with kids at school? I mean, how do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't because you're not there with your kid.
Yeah.
It can turn out that your kid could be the one that's the bully.
Yep, that's happened too.
Yeah, that's the other thing is, what do you do when you find out your kid's the bully?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing too. Like that's another. It's like I wouldn't want like. I
Or
would
they're
never.
like engaging in it in the back and forth, but then like, oh, but they're the one being mean.
Yeah.
Or they know that it's happening and not bring it to like an adult's attention because like I know how people like talk about the snitch, but it's like you see like as a kid, like I always know like you see something that shouldn't be happening, say something. Even though I never really saw anything that. And then in actually sixth grade, I was actually used to have to walk around the little kids recess to monitor them and break their fights up. And then my partner will take one, and I'll take the other one. And we'll like write their like kind of like an investigation type thing.
Yeah. And usually it's like, well, then you're both getting in trouble.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun going around and monitoring because most of the time I was breaking up my cousin's fight because we went to the same school. It's like, I got this. Let me deal with this one.
This one's mine.
Yeah.
Don't make me call your mom.
Yeah, I'll tell your mom when we get home because we happen to live in the same apartment complex too. But yeah, I don't know anyone want to add anything. But yeah, I do what Greg Couch said. Don't want to just not believe her, but also don't want her to be unfair to other kids. Exactly. I think we're losing them.
Well, we made Sean cry.
Oh no. I
I
think
think it was
Rocket
us.
Couch. No, it's Rocket Couch because she put the
Was it
rocket.
Rocket Couch? Oh, okay. Okay, it was Kyle, not us. I would say for Kyle, like, essentially take her at face value and you're going to have to, have her report it, make sure she's reporting it to the teacher and then encourage her to report to the teacher all of the names that she's given you. Oh, it could have been your fart too, because your fart was hanging for a while. I know you said so. Probably finally fell.
I think he's still doing it. I don't think he ever stopped.
Oh, it's been that long?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you need to go sit on the toilet.
And if she's consistent, as soon as she's consistent, if she keeps consistency with her story, then you know that it's.
Yeah.
Still crop dusting. All right. Well, I wish I had a gas mask for you, Sean. Yes, please go see a doctor.
Oh wow. That's the other thing is the kids record everything these days.
Yeah.
There's even a Lifetime movie about it.
Sean's outside now. She'll live.
Yeah, that, and then that's even worse is when they post it now that like how social media is, how they be posting the fights now. Like who like why posting you and your friends jumping a person? Like what's the point doing that?
I saw a video today of I won't say why it started. I mean, there was a particular reason why it was between two females, and there were two other guys there. Initially, were just watching it, of course, and then eventually some adults came along and they were just watching. It's like, why is nobody breaking this up? They just stand there and watch it get filmed, watching these
Yeah.
girls beat the crap out of each other. And it was at school.
So none of the school officials were stopping it?
This guy was in a suit and a jacket, so I'm assuming he was a school official.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. Like, look, if the teachers aren't stopping it, who will?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in the middle school I was going to, they had like the golf carts that the security guards or whatever were called would drive
We
around in.
called them narcs.
I just would be so funny seeing them. Like you'll be just in class and I'll like just sitting in class. I don't
Hey,
know where you
just
just see what
saying.
zooming
Long
past.
time no see.
Like, oh, hey, just saying. Hopefully
How you feeling?
Hopefully you're feeling better. You healing?
How are the ribs? They're the worst. Oh, good.
That's
Good. Cass, you were saying.
We just was talking about being in class and how they would just be zooming past on those golf cart things because because they're off to a fight at the basketball court or something,
Yeah.
or the football field. It's just my middle school is connected to the high school as well, so they would use that to drive to the high
Going
school.
back and forth.
Yeah. It's like, are you
Yeah.
serious? It's just a field. Like all us kids have to walk because we would have the portable classrooms were over by the high school because some of our classrooms were getting like remodeled. And we would have to walk all the way over there in between like classes. It's like we did not have no time to go to the bathroom and then also get to class on time. Sorry, go ahead, you were gonna hold on.
That's crazy.
Any other things you guys want to discuss about this?
I
If not,
think we covered everything. If not, then oh well.
go ahead and start wrapping it up.
Well, thank you guys for coming and
Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for
listening.
listening.
And one more time, we'll just repeat: no hate, just no hate to whoever you might think it is, and no, come on, just no hate to anybody, no real life on anybody that you're beefing with. Just come on.
Yeah.
Just be grown-ups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's all be adults, please. Oops, I'm making noise.
The only fight I got in was in college. Didn't get into any fights in high school or junior high or
The only fights I've ever been in are with my siblings.
Yeah, same. I was never in like actual school fights because I don't know. I was just always like the person like I never had like an actual like group. Just like I was a part of like I was just friends with everybody. That's just how it was. Even though I didn't really think of them as friends or just associates, but yeah, I didn't really get in many fights. People like if anyone talked bad about me, like they're the ones that got in trouble because everyone would jump on them. So I didn't have to do the dirty work.
Is it chicken nugget time?
Yeah, chicken nugget. He wants chicken nuggets and a hot dog, so
I can get behind that.
that's what he wants for dinner. That's what he's gonna get for dinner.
Alrighty.
Yep, all over the YouTube streets. That is what I'm feeding my kid.
Don't bully Mrs. Cassandra for feeding her child chicken nuggets and a hot dog.
No.
It's so nutritious.
Yeah, I could take chicken dog too, Nikki.
I'll take nuggets, but not a hot dog.
No hot dogs. If it's a
Nope.
good hot dog, I like hot dogs. If it's like some kinds of hot dogs that they sell, I just don't. I'm not going to bother with those.
I just can't do any of them. Never could. Taste, smell, texture, origin. I can't do it.
Let's not talk about origin. Nope.
Yeah.
I like the kosher hot dogs. Those are the good ones.
Oh my goodness. I just thought he said, I'm just kidding as I'm putting him in the air fryer. Like, no, you're getting
Too late.
great.
That's dinner.
I'm not eating the hot dog for you. Or the
Beer
nugget.
cheese brat. I don't think I've ever had a beer cheese brat. You dressed up as the school bully. Did the school bully like that? Oh,
That's nice.
Well, all right then. Without any other topics you want to discuss, I guess we'll wrap it up then, hey?
Yeah, thank you again.
Is
Bye.
next week game night?
Yeah.
Next week is game night.
Okay.
What
Yes.
are we doing? Are we just doing regular games? Are we doing
We are doing
bad games?
yes, but I need to make sure we get the settings right because we always seem to get them not right. So we need to work on that one day this week.
Yeah, maybe
So-
we should try to do maybe what like whoever wins like 5 or something or 4. Because it seems like if there's too many people, then it just goes too long. Nobody wins.
Yeah, one day this week, you and I, if we can do it, we'll work on the settings and figure all that out.
Yeah.
And then the week after that is regular games. And everybody went quiet.
Yeah, that's because the gremlin was asking why. He's asking why his phone doesn't have a finger, like a finger thing to unlock it.
Oh.
Oh, the protector.
Yeah. He's like, is it because it's too old?
If he wants to be old, give him one of those dinosaur cell phones.
Oh no, right? He was just also asking if I'm still. He's
Or
like,
all you could
"Still
do
in
is
pain?"
make calls.
Oh, remember how we used to text? How you had to like type it or tap the letter so many times or number so many times to get certain letters first.
Yeah.
Like, that was oh my god! Can't believe we used to do that. But anyway,
Nikki, I agree, but you're all making me hungry. I want popcorn. I want a bratwurst. I want everything now.
Dino nuggets.
Dino nuggets. Hot dog.
They still.
What
that's
did
the thing,
Fisher
that's
say?
crazy.
Bratwurst with this slice of cheddar wrapped in beer and beer batter. Wait, wrapped in bacon
Wrapped in
and beer
bacon.
batter, deep fried.
Oh no, I forgot to turn it up to 400.
I had a salad for dinner, but now I want all this stuff.
Yeah.
We're bad influences on you, Carly.
Yep. That's okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
All righty.
Let's calm yourself down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We'll have what he's
Yeah.
having.
Took all the energy from me when he was born. Sucked it right out with him.
But thank you guys again for coming and
thank you.
listening and
and
chatting with us.
engaging. Yep, thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Chatting and chilling.
Yep.
Yep.
And
And
hope you
we'll
guys
see you.
have a great weekend.
Yep.
We'll see you
around
on
in
the
these streets.
YouTube streets.
All righty. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.